Yes.
Tuendelee this story.
Yes.
Distractions can't stop us from hearing the juice.
No.
So you said you've got 2 jobs.
I have 2 jobs.
Yeah.
One is from a person now I seriously respect, an honorable man. The other one is an organization that I feel is closest to what I would have wanted. And I felt that I needed to join AR. I felt it would give me a platform, a better platform than the alternative.
Okay.
So I called him. I told him, Mr. Carrot, first of all, I'm so thankful that you gave me an opportunity to work for you. But I think I have a better opportunity with AR. And he was like, Pius, I am happy for you. I am happy for you. And we are still friends. So we are still friends. And we became friends, Nairobi Club is just across the road.
Yes.
So we would meet there and he would buy me lunch. We became friends.
That's crazy.
Even though I never worked for him. But there was just
amazing connection.
Amazing connection. Yeah. But I needed him.
Yes.
I didn't have any connection from my family. God provided a connection. And God is the owner of all networks. That's one thing that I believe. And he will provide you the right network at the right time.
That's it. Great, dude. Your story is filled with some amazing, miraculous moments. Despite from the phone call and then the connection, and then now you land the job. First of all, congratulations, your first job.
My first job.
What were you doing at AR?
So when I landed like this, I was given, my first assignment was to do bank reconciliations. And auditors had come twice and pulled out because the bank recons were not complete. And we had 2 years of bank recons that were outstanding. So I was given a PC. There were no laptops then. And I was given my passwords and I was told, here are the bank statements, start reconciling.
Explain to every time I'm doing CT, I'm very cognizant that there's different demographics of people watching this.
Oh yes. So basically, what an accountant would do, they will look at the bank statement, the physical bank statement that everybody gets, and look at what is coming from the system. They're supposed to be the same.
Yes.
So this process of making them have the same number is called reconciliation. So the difficulty of reconciliation is that you have one that is automated and one that is manual. So it's very difficult to do that reconciliation because in a month, you have hundreds of transactions.
Yep.
So to find a difference amongst hundreds of transactions with your eye is almost impossible. So that is the mammoth task I was given. And it is for 24 months. And I have never done a bank reconciliation before.
Pius, hold on 1 second. Let's change some batteries. When we come back, we continue this conversation.
So I started buying clothes for myself in standard 6.
What?
Yes.
You had enough fashion sense.
We missed that one.
No, hey, hold on. So let me show you how we bring it back. Me and Pius were just having a conversation while we changed the batteries. And one of the things he was saying is how he started buying clothes in standard 6.
Yes.
Because I was telling him, Pius, I didn't know this is where you started from. Because when I met you late in a bit later on in life when
life was good.
So, but then you are saying no one even saw this side of you from an earlier age.
No, there was always an assumption that I was coming from a very wealthy family. Even though we were very poor at home, it was never obvious. And I think it's because it never affected me as a person.
I get it.
It never affected me as a person. Fundamentally, I had a very high regard for myself. I had very healthy self-esteem even then. So, I mean, a lot of my friends never took me to their homes because they thought they were coming from a poor family and I was coming from a rich family.
That's insane. That's amazing, though. It's your internal reflection of yourself begins to showcase on the outside.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
I was wealthy inside.
Yes.
Yes. Internally, I was actually
that's powerful. You
all
were
the
wealthy inside.
I was wealthy inside. So the things that were happening around me
was a manifestation of that.
They didn't change. They didn't change the fundamentals of me. The only thing is that I had a gulf that I needed to overcome.
Yes.
You know,
affordability.
Yeah. So
let's go back now then to.
So because remember we didn't have money. Every Friday I would be given 1 shilling.
This when you're in class 6.
I'd be given 1 shilling. I would spend 50 cents and I would save 50 cents.
Man.
And then on school closing day, I would now go to my piggy bank and get all the 50 cents. And I would do 2 things. One, I would go to Gikomba to buy clothes for myself because I couldn't ask my parents to buy me clothes. There was too much happening.
Yes.
So
priority list,
it was too low. So I'd go to Gikomba. I knew, even today, Richie, I can take you to Gikomba. I know every part of Gikomba. I can tell you where to buy shorts. I can tell you where to buy jackets. I can tell you where to buy shoes. I know everywhere. So I would walk to Gikomba through Kamukunji.
Yes.
By myself, alone. And I would buy the latest trending clothes. Shorts, what?
With your many 50 cents saved.
even the tumbo cuts. You remember the tumbo cuts? High waist. We put on high waist. I'd buy all these things. So I was so, because again of being, having to do this for myself, I became very conscious of fashion and trends. So, and again, the environment where I grew up, people are very conscious about fashion and trends. What kind of sneakers are you wearing?
Yep,
what kind of trousers are you wearing? As in, that was us growing up. You had to shine.
Yes.
You had to shine. So I started buying myself clothes when I was in standard 6.
That's absolutely interesting to know. Okay, let's.
Then then the change. I would buy meat, a quarter.
Meat was a must.
A quarter.
Nyama.
A quarter kg. A quarter kg of meat. I still remember. It used to cost 8 bob. I would go home, I would cook it, and then I would eat it with my brother who was almost 10 years younger than me. And it was a feast. It was the best thing. I would cook it myself.
So these days, do you still do your ribeye steaks and more than that? More than that beef.
One of my hobbies is to cook. I enjoy cooking, and that's one thing. Even our kids were saying, Dad, when it comes to singing, just leave it to Mom. Then they told Mom, when it comes to cooking, leave it to Dad. Like, what? You guys, I'm your mom. You mean I can't cook? I say, you can cook, but Dad cooks better.
That's right. Okay. Hey, Pius, you have stories for days. Let's go back to this first job. So, what I'm hearing from this, or what you've explained, you started working at AR, and your first task is bank reconciliations.
Yes. Yeah. So now I have never done bank reconciliation. Have someone opened an Excel worksheet? I know what an Excel worksheet is, but how do I bring this physical thing into the Excel worksheet, and how do I do a recon? So one of my most inspiring moments is when our chief accountant, Mashari Amigu, if he ever watched this, he came, Pius, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to put this together. And he immediately understood my dilemma. He pulled his seat and he sat next to me. And then he showed me a trick that worked like magic on Excel. And from that day, I was like, this Excel is the best thing that ever happened in my life. I was like, what? This thing is so powerful.
Yes.
You know, I became so curious in Excel. Me and a friend of mine now is the late Richard Monzia, who we were in campus together and we started our first jobs together. We started challenging each other on Excel skills. We became the best in Excel in that organization.
Till today, you are pro in Excel.
I'm telling you. We were the best. And those were the days of the mouse.
Yes.
You had to move the mouse. So you'd be like, hey, how long can you work without a mouse? So we unplug our mouses, put them away. Now you work. It's like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, the whole day.
What?
The whole day. It was just alt something, pop, pop, pop. So you look at what we are doing on the laptop, on the machine. Yeah. You can't even tell where we are because it is so fast.
Yes.
We became pros.
You were like how old at this time?
I was That's 24.
24, eh?
24, 25. So that was that ushered me into the world of employment, and something else also began happening. I've always been very, very keen on developing myself.